Hello, mic test. Hi everyone. Okay, let me adjust my camera for a bit because I'm using another camera again, a different camera than what I usually use, and I just couldn't lock the exposure of the video. See, it automatically adjusts the brightness and the darkness and everything. I don't know, my guitar is not in tune. That's weird. How did you get that sound? It's gone. Okay, good morning everyone. It's almost my medication time. Before 9, about 8 minutes before 9 a.m. Anyway, I'll just cut off the video later. Cut off the video later when it's time to drink medication. So today I have a YJM Strat again, and this time it's my hook. Okay. I thought the serial number was at the back here, because this one is a Fender Japan YJM Strat that is made in 2021, number 99 of 2021. I don't know if I have talked about this guitar. I don't know if I've showed this on my videos, but I don't think I have. But so today I'm gonna talk about this one. So usual Fender Japan YJM Strat, 4-bolt, and what else do other people doesn't know about the YJM Strat? If you're a big fan of Yngwie, you probably know what the features are, but this has a lot shallower scalloping than my older. If you can see that, I'm gonna put it up close. It's the scalloping is very shallow. It's not even the same as the scalloping as of my 2015 made YJM Strat from Japan. But as you can see on the light shining on the fretboard, it still looks amazing. The pattern is still there. Those light moving across the fretboard. That's my favorite thing to see with scallop fretboard. It's like multiple orbs dancing around like that. See that? That really makes me happy every time. And it's one indicator that you have a scallop fretboard. But this is a shallow scalloping YJM Strat with a what the factory says, I mean what the website says at the time I bought it, are medium-sized fret wires, or medium jumbo, but they don't look like medium jumbo to me. They look jumbo. In fact, if I show you the YJM Strat from US I have here on the side, you'll see that they're almost the same size. It looks like they're the same size. So I don't know where Fender Japan gets their fret wires for the YJM Strats, but I will show you another one, which is my 2015 YJM Strat from Fender Japan, and these are advertised as jumbo fret wires. And if you look at it, they are very big. They're not the usual Dunlop 6000s that Fender uses on the YJM Strats, factory YJM Strats that they make in USA. So if you can try, and I don't know if I can get a screenshot. I mean, let me try if I can get a screenshot on this. Okay, no, it didn't. Anyway, if you want, you just pause the video and rewind if you want to compare. But this is the standard jumbo fret wires that Fender Japan used before 2015. Before they closed down in 2015 and reopened again recently. Because, by the way, this is the Fender Japan YJM Strat that I bought in 2015 from a store here. And at that time, this was made in 2015. I think I bought this late 2015 or early 2016. I cannot remember, but this has there's a lot of things going on with its wood, the neck wood. It doesn't show on the camera, but there's a few flaming on the neck there, which I first noticed when I saw it in the store. And there are a lot of green patterns. I would call it marbling. It looks like, you know, those patterns on marble stones, really nice marble stones. I would call it like that. And then I don't know if you can see, but from my side here, I see some dancing patterns. Looks like flame. Let me try and do it for you, but I don't think you'll see. I just see. Oops, not plugging. So this was made in 2015. I bought it probably in 2016, and Fender Japan, I think they ended their partnership with whoever makes their guitars back then in Japan. So they closed down for a few years, just a couple of years, I think, from 2015 or 2016 onwards, and then they opened up again. And after opening up, they started distributing guitars again outside of Japan. Because I remember when there was a time when the factories in Japan, the Fender Japan factory, they changed the serial number to JD. I can't remember if it was 2012 or 2010 or 20, but before they closed down in 2015, or they ended their partnership. Fender ended their partnership in the factory that makes their guitars in Japan. They replaced the serial number letters to JD, which means Japanese domestic or Japan domestic or whatever it is, because they started just selling guitars inside of Japan, and it wasn't available for a while outside. And so now when they open up again, and then I think the USA, Fender Japan USA, Fender USA had new partnership with whoever company it is that makes their guitars in Japan now. They started redistributing outside of Japan. So nice thing, because after all of my expenses and all of the things that happened to me around 2018 until 2019, until the pandemic, most Fender Japan guitars are available here. Okay, now it's time for my medication. I'm just gonna pause for a bit. I will come back again. We'll just take my medication. Okay, so I'm back now. I was talking about the time Fender USA stopped their partnership and had a different agreement to the factory that does their guitars in Japan, and then they reopened. I cannot remember when they reopened. I think it was 2018 or 2019, and then they started distributing guitars again outside of Japan, which made me really happy. And after surviving kidney failure and kidney transplant and selling several guitars to fund for my treatment and everything, I'm finally able to buy some of the Fender Japan guitars again. Anyway, so this is the 2015 version. I mean, no, this is the 2021 YJM Strat that I got probably in 2021. Because I remember this being very freshly hanged on the guitar hanger in the store that I bought it from. And around that time, I think because of the pandemic, I bought this before the end of the pandemic. There wasn't a lot of YJM Strats available here in the country that I live in. There's only one seller that is officially a distributor of the Fender Japan here, and I think because of the pandemic there was a scarcity of the YJM Strat models for a few years, especially in the pandemic. But I think now they're back, but they're more expensive. I think the USA ones now is about $500 higher than the price that I bought this last USA one that I got in 2021 or 22. Because I remember buying this Fender Japan and the other one a few months apart that year. I just can't remember which year, if it's 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2022. Okay, this has a three-way switch, which is very stiff, and by the looks of the end there, it looks like it's not the usual what is that called, switchblade? Is it switchblade or blade switch? It's not the usual Stratocaster switch, because of the looks like it's more of an Ibanez switch. The end here, these are the pickup switches that I see from Ibanez. So I'm guessing this is a different kind of switch. Anyway, the other one from 2015, I replaced that with a different one. This one's nice. It's quite stiff and it's loud when I change positions. hear that. There was one comment that asked me which one I prefer and why do I prefer on the YJM Strats. He asked me if I prefer the older ones or the newer ones. I actually like the older ones because of the shallowness of the scalloping. I kind of feel like you don't have to have a very deep scalloping on the fretboard. If you have a large fret wire like this, it looks like it's still scalloped if you position it against the light, even though it's very shallow. I remember one of Inve's video from, what is that video? His video lessons. What is? I cannot remember the name. Oh, the Play Loud video lessons. He put up his guitar like this, and the camera zoomed into the fretboard, and it's almost the same. They are not very deep, like the scalloping of the YJM Strats of today. Although sometimes if the neck is like very thick, for example, I'm gonna show you this one is the one I modified, the traditional 270s, and these are very deep scalloping. Scalloping on this is deep, as you can see there, compared to the other one. It's deep, and the only reason why I scalloped it deep is because it has a very thick neck, and the fret markers. The fret markers for this guitar, for some reason, is quite far from the edge of the fretboard. As you can see there, there's still quite some space after scalloping the fretboard away from the side dot markers. And imagine how much when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is a good candidate for scalloping. And it is, because after scalloping it, I didn't even hit the side fret dot markers. This is really nice, and the only reason why I scallop this very deep again is because the neck is quite thick. It's not the usual YJM Strat shred profile, which are a lot thinner, except for the Japanese one. Okay, somebody's trying to text me. Okay, I don't have to go to work today. That's good. That was my boss. Anyway, yeah, so what I was talking about is I only scallop the guitar deep because of the shape of the neck. It's quite thick. It's a lot thicker than all the Fender Japan. I mean, it's thick, but I think it's the same. Because now after taking them out altogether, all of my Fender Japan, all my YJM Strats, and my other Mexico, I really feel like the Japanese ones have a thicker neck. And so when I scalloped it, and the first thing that I thought was the fret markers were quite low, put down quite low, as if it's calling out to be scallop. But it looks nice. I mean, I like it this deep because of the shape of the neck. If you try and this is even deeper than my Fender USA, my recent Fender USA YJM Strat. Let me show you that one. I'm gonna have it here. Alright. So this is my YJM Strat from USA, and you can see that it's not as deep as the other one. I'm still trying to figure out how they scallop the Fender USA YJM Strats, because it's got a different pattern when I put it under a light. If you can see that, it's got a different pattern. It's got that like a shark tooth shine on it, from Ibanez. So there has to be a pattern. There has to be a shape of the way they're scalloping it. There's a shape that comes out. It makes that pattern, because I couldn't replicate that on my guitars. I mean, these things I think about. These things I think about most of the time. I don't think about other things like girls and all this, but I think about how modifying my guitars and how to make this shape and how to make that one. Wow, this is quite really thin. Feels really thin after holding my traditional 270s. Okay, so I'm gonna be back to this one. It's not plugged in. Let me plug it in. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. By the way, I'm using a different pick. These are Ball 1.5mm USA Delrin Everlast. I'm gonna go and use my YJM picks, because these are a lot slippery. These are 2mm, and I prefer them than the 1.5. For some reason, I feel comfortable with them. I like okay, another thing that I'm gonna show you differences in some of the Fender Japan guitars that I have is the shafts of the tuners. Okay, how do I show you how? Okay, I'm just gonna show you like this. Let me try and focus there. I don't know if it'll focus or what. Some of the Fender Japan guitars that I bought before 2015 have longer shafts on the tuners. So I'm gonna show you this. Later on, you pause and compare. So now this is quite the normal size shaft of the tuners from USA. I think it's the same size, same height. Now I'm gonna show you the other guitar, the 2015 one. Okay, this is the 2015, and you'll see that it's a lot higher. Okay, just pause again and compare. These are a lot higher than the other one, and I've noticed that those that were made before 2015 or 2016, they had longer shafts in here, because I remember I had a 68 ST68 from whatever year it was. It also had the longer shaft, and it was a bit of a problem for me because if the shaft is long, like this, you won't have that deep of you won't have a very deep break angle on the nut, which sometimes can cause some buzzing or intonation problems. So what I do for these long shaft tuners here, 70 style tuners, is I put more windings on the shaft here. So instead of just cutting the string to normal, I would add I would add some length to it, so that when I wind it up, the string will just go down and give that break angle on the nut. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. And what's quite surprising for me is, because this was made in 2015, the year today is 2024. It means next year is gonna be 10 years old. Wow, that is quite mind-blowing for me. Because I remember this one when I bought this. I wanted to buy a MacBook Pro, which that time was around, I think, $3,000 or what, and this cost about, I mean, in this country this one cost about that time I bought this, it was $2,300, and the MacBook Pro was about $3,500. And then while I was walking, because there was a tech store somewhere near a train station here in the country that I live in. Beside it is a building where all the music stuffs are. So of course I'd go to the music stuff first before the tech store, and I saw this one, and so I just bought this one instead. And then the remaining money I bought a cheap laptop, not a cheap laptop, but a cheaper one instead of the MacBook Pro. And then after 2 years, I think, or 2.5 years, that laptop got broken, because that time I was already had the kidney failure. I went back to the Philippines and I brought that laptop, and I was playing an online game, and I was playing an online shooters game, and it just suddenly died on me, and I just couldn't turn it on anymore. So I bought another laptop after a few years. Anyway, so this was supposed to be a MacBook Pro turned into a YJM Strat. And because this thing is 9 years old, and it's gonna be 10 years old in maybe another year, it's starting to age. As you can see, it used to be very white, like this one. This one's quite white when I got it about 2 years ago. But again, because I lived in that forsaken house that I lived in last time, which the UV rays were very high, it darkened a bit. And this one also darkened a lot. So now the color is aged, and because of that, I'm not gonna be able to do any mods on the finish or anything, because you're just gonna see all the changes if I modify this again. If I chip one part of the finish, it's gonna be different color. Okay, I think this one is a 3-way switch. This is a real Fender switch. It is loud because of the microphone I'm using right now, but it's not as stiff as the new one there, which I don't know why it's still very stiff. maybe I should replace it to a new one. Yeah, I'm gonna buy another one later. I'm gonna buy online and replace that one. Very nice. I love this guitar. I think I replaced the nut twice already. I replaced it with the wider spacing. I didn't like it after a while. I changed to a narrower spacing than that wide one. I also didn't like it after a while, and so I bought back the original nut and used the other nuts to the other guitars that I had. Oh. Okay, this one is another comparison of the shallowness of the Fender Japan Scalloping. And one thing they do is they leave a part here on the side of the fretboard that is not scalloped. I don't know if you can see it. If you can see there, they don't scallop it like up to the edge of the fret wire. They leave a small part there. It looks ugly if you look at it very close, but from afar it's not really noticeable. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that part that they don't scallop. I like it because if I refret the guitar, I'll be able to see if I have a straight neck or not, using a straight edge, and look into it if it's straight or not before putting in the frets and leveling and all that. I guess I don't have any problems with it, unlike the USA ones where they scallop it right on the edge of this fret wires, sometimes even hitting the fret wires, because they do hit the fret wires when they sand it down. Then you'll end up with a fret wire that's tall and looks like a triangle. And in the USA, sometimes they don't even they don't even round the crown, so it looks like a pyramid. And I've seen several YJM Strats from USA that look like that after they go out of the factory. Not a lot of people notice it, but to me, I don't like it. That's why sometimes I prefer to refret them to see that round edge of the fret wires on the sides. Anyway, back to this guitar. I'm not supposed to talk about the guitar. I'm supposed to talk about the 2021 guitar. And yeah, I just want to show you that I'm gonna show you another one, the other one that they don't scallop the side, the edge of the fretboard there. If you can see that line beside the fret wires, those are the parts of the fretboard that they don't hit when they scallop it. So there'll be there's a flat edge or a flat part on the side of the fret wires. And again, if you look at it close, it looks ugly, but from afar and when you're playing, you will not even notice it. Okay, I guess that's it for today. Just wanted to talk about one of my guitars again. This guitar is very nice. I like it. Grain patterns are not very nice. They're not the best, but they look nice. I mean, it looks solid. I don't like that they tell me that these are medium jumbos when they look like jumbo. Actually, they look like jumbo that was filed down really low and then recrowned. I don't think this is actually medium jumbo. They look jumbo to me. Anyway, maybe if I don't like it, I'm just gonna refret it again. What do you guys think? Maybe I should refret it with stainless steel. Oh, right, that may be a good idea. Should I refret the? Yeah, I think I'll refret this one with a stainless steel set. Yeah, I think that's nice. That'd be nice. So maybe I'll refret this to jumbo stainless steel, and I will order that in a while so that I can get it from Japan in about 3 days. Okay, that's it for today, and thank you for watching. I don't know why I made this video today. I just wanted to talk about this guitar, and it's been a while since I made a video about a guitar. It was the school holiday, so I went on leave because of my son. My son had no school for a month, so I stayed with him here at home, so we can so I can look after him. But now it's the first day of school, so he's back in school, so I'm able to make a video today talking about this Strat and all the other Strats I have. I mean all the other YJM Strats that I have. Again, this one is shallow scalloping. If I put it side to side, with the other guitars that I have, with the other Fender Japan that I have, the YJM Strat from Fender Japan, the older one, you're gonna see that it's a lot shallower, maybe because of the fret wires, because sometimes it could have that effect. Like if two guitars are the same deepness in scalloping, one has larger fret wires and one has vintage fret wires, it's just gonna look like the one with the larger fret wire has a deeper scalloping, like this one. Another one of my favorite, my Fender Vintera, the first Vintera line that I've relic. And yeah, people will tell me that what's the point of relicking. I also don't know, but some people tend to pay a lot for relic guitars. I don't. I try and make them on my own. So again, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and to those who are subscribed, thank you very much. Who knows, you might help me one day, and I'll see you on another video. I hope you guys are satisfied with this video I made today, because to be honest, it seems senseless to me. Anyway, my point is, I just wanted to show some of my guitars and talk about it. Thank you again. See you on the next video. Bye.